Hey everybody, I'm here this week to talk about that video we just watched, that TED Talk by Jackson Katz. He was talking about changing male violence, trying to find a way to lessen especially male on female, but he covered there's all spectrums of it that we need to change. But lessening male violence and why it might come about instead of just pinpointing it and pointing towards the victims and going back to the perpetrator and figuring out what the reason is, why it's happening. There's a lot of things he said in the video. They were super educational. I liked the video. I learned a lot from it, but there was a couple times where he spoke, and I'm in class. I'm not usually watching a video where I disagree with something, but there was a couple things that I semi had a different take on. Um, to begin with, he he in the video he talks about how we need to change our outlook, the way that we view and think of predators, sexual predators, those that um, are involved in domestic violence, especially males. Um, and I feel like we've already done that as a society. I think for the most part, if there is a sexual predator or someone that beats his wife, we already think he's lesser of a person for doing that. Um, is he treated differently? A lot of times, yes. There's legal repercussions. There could be repercussions with their job. Um, so I feel like we're already doing a pretty good job at that. If you look at like the prison scene, on the bottom level in the prison scene, it's been recorded that it's usually sexual predators and sex offenders, and then one step up from that is those that have been involved in domestic violence cases. Um, that really kind of already reiterates, even on the prison scene, you're thought less of in those categories um, than other evils. Still, he makes some good points about why we need to change our mindset. I just feel like we're quite further along than he might lead on in the video. Um, he also talks about how we need to change the leadership. Like we need to change leadership within those with power, change so that they can change the mindset, so that they can be the example. Um, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I believe that those are the people that speak to the masses. We need to um, aim for instead of just trying to educate younger populations, which we need to continue to do. We also need to educate the older populations, the ones that can already make that change, can have that big say. Um, yeah, but going back to that little disagreement I had with the video, if you look at someone like Adrian Peterson, the sports star, he's already on the scene, and he's best known for right now his domestic violence case. That's the thing. He's a great football player, one of the best athletes in the game right now, and he's remembered for that domestic violence case. And that's just reiterating the fact that I feel like we're already doing a good job at saying, okay, yeah, that is not okay. That's not something we see as fit. It's the smaller things, the more engendering topics, such as, oh, she shouldn't be on the front row. She's a girl. She doesn't like football as much as us guys. Things like that. I feel like, yes, 100%. We need to do a better job at pointing those out. But in the video, he talks a lot about this violence, these domestic cases, and I feel like we're already moved pretty far along with that. Overall, learned a lot of other things about the video. It's just I had a disagreement for once and wanted to speak on it. Thanks for any comments.